So thank you all for introducing yourselves. Thank you, volunteers, for keeping the chat lit with all of your intros and hellos and salutations. So welcome to the 2023 Volunteer of the Year Awards. As Megan shared, this is always such a bright spot for all of us to come together and just do like a 90-minute serotonin push of just pure joy and celebration and complimenting each other in front of each other. We have a lot to celebrate, a lot of really exciting things to look back on. And I want to remind everyone, if you didn't know, I think this is our last event of the year, we are closing out Community Health's 30th year with you all. So it has been a really exciting landmark year in so many ways. Last year, for anyone who joined, we kind of talked about how 2022 was a year of coming back to our foundation, to our roots, strengthening our core, coming through kind of the worst of the pandemic. And we did that for a year, and I think we're good. So I really look back on this year as going back to expanding, redefining, focusing on what else we can do once we kind of got that core tight again. And we did that with all of you. I'll just share, we did with my team, not the vol team, but with my ops team members who you might know, Vicky at the front desk, Gloria, who's our clinic manager. We did a year-end lunch with our supervisor, Paula, who did this really awesome 30 for 30 recap. And it was incredible to look back at all we had done over the course of the year, and every single bullet point, except for maybe like our security system, had you all in it. And it was just such a core reminder that everything we do with you, because of you, for you. And I'm going to call out just a couple of the big ones to just remind you all what we've done together for the year. And we'll obviously be talking about that all night long. So this year was a huge shift in our approach to vaccinations. We're still in the thick of it. Thank you all so much. Nemo's on the call, all of our med students who jumped in and let us try new ways of making sure patients could get their vaccine right when they were there with us, free our providers up to be doing what they do while we have a separate crew vaccinating, and have had really amazing outcomes. We're near our goal already before even hitting the end of the calendar year for flu vaccination. So a huge thank you for letting us rethink what staffing, what access really looks like for our patients. It's been a long time coming. Anyone who knows me knows this has been my kind of slow growing baby. Video interpreters. Thank you, interpreters. Thank you, Katie. We are now cream of the crop, just like any hospital or health center you walk into, where we have iPads. Dr. Batts was one of the first to test them out on rolling carts in every exam room. So you are able to join us all across the country with the highest quality possible. And this has been a huge, long lift, and you have been so engaged every step of the way to make sure that this went off really without a hitch once it actually happened. It was incredible. So a massive thank you for a huge change this year. And then we also, on our list of 30 was Narcan boxes. We now have Narcan boxes available at all 3 of our clinics. This was brought to us through a volunteer partnership who said, hey, we're working on this. We'd love to make sure you're equipped. And now we have that. They've reached out since to say, just making sure you don't need more. So this has been a really beautiful, strong partnership, again, because of our volunteers, because of different training programs that have these resources and want to share with us. And then lastly, which I'll be talking more about later tonight, is our migrant response and our mobile health efforts. This was massive. I have more time for it, so I'm gonna save it. But we had never done this before. Again, thinking about expanding, redefining what access looks like for us, thinking about what service really means for us and the different ways we can care for folks. This was absolutely incredible. There's a whole spotlight dedicated to this effort later on. So stay tuned. I'll save it all so I don't gush right now. But again, just thinking about all of the ways we pushed at the edges, redefined the 4 walls just don't even exist anymore. We have multiple locations. We can provide care outdoors. We can provide it in a police station. It's just been a really empowering and exciting year. Thanks to you all. We got our core tight and we're pushing out again, and we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you for an amazing way to celebrate our 30th. We have a new strategic plan that's going to carry us through 31, 32, and 33. So stay with us as we continue on this really exciting path. get ready to hear about what that really looked like. So we're going to be passing the mic around to both team members and our beautiful volunteer winners to hear about what you've been up to, your role in all of the amazing work that I just slightly described, and really shining a spotlight on our amazing team. So I'm going to pass the mic back over to Katie, who's going to MC us for tonight and get us going.